All right, so what is going on, Wolves? Today we're going to be talking about the BRRRR method, all right? Not the bird method, the BRRRR method, B-R-R-R-R. Some people put like 5 R's, 6 R's, no, I put 4 R's when I'm talking about the BRRRR method, all right? So what is the BRRRR method? BRRRR method stands for buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat, all right? 5 steps. The first step, buy, okay? Let's talk about buy for a sec. Now, I hope you have your notebooks out because you're really gonna wanna write this stuff down. And above this video, I will put a breakdown of what it means. So the first step, buy a distressed property, okay? We're real estate investors now. We do not pay fair market value for property anymore, okay? Buy a distressed property, okay? Now, I'm gonna walk you through the deal that I did in New Orleans because that was actually my first deal using the BRRRR method with a hard money lender. All right, so that's the next thing that I'm going to be talking about is not using your own money anymore. We're done with that. I don't care how much money you're making and how much money you're making even from these flips or your full-time job, you're not going to use that money anymore, all right? Second rule of real estate investing, OPM, other people's money. So first rule, never pay fair market value. Second rule, OPM, other people's money, all right? Now keep that into your head. It's a hard concept to really get into. It took me about a year to really understand this concept of not using my own money anymore, but you're gonna get there, and I promise you're gonna get there, okay? Just keep working at it. Now, you buying a distressed property. So when you're out there looking for these tax deed properties, don't be scared to look at other properties in the same neighborhood. So if you're going for an empty lot and you see a boarded up house next to it, hey, like a bell should be ringing in your head, like ding, 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 like, oh snap, this might be a really good opportunity for me to make some money. So the property that I just purchased in New Orleans, they wanted initially they wanted like $180,000 for it. I want to say, no. They wanted $270,000 for it, all right? $270,000 for it. And we made our initial offer, get this, we offered $180,000. Don't be scared to put in a low offer, all right? That house needed a lot of work, so we offered $180,000. Now, we ended up, negotiating. We negotiated, and we finally met somewhere in the middle. So always offer low on your first deal, and leave some room to negotiate. Some people don't do that, but hey, it doesn't hurt. Just do it. If the house has been on the market or the house is not even on the market, go ahead and do it. You have some time. If the house has been on the market for days, months, you have some time to negotiate. All right, there's really no rush. So you're gonna offer something lower. Maybe you might meet in the middle. So we ended up getting the house for $240,000. Okay, they wanted $270 initially, and we negotiated them down to about $240,000. Okay, so buy a distressed property. The house needed work. Okay, next step, rehab that property. Okay, so we talked about buy. Now we're on step number 2, rehab that property. So once you buy the property, now it's time to rehab. Now, I kind of skipped a step here. How are you gonna buy the property? Jeez, holy crap. You're gonna buy that property with a hard money lender, typically, okay? Because a bank may not finance some of these properties. They may need so much work that a bank doesn't wanna, give you a loan for that property. So you're gonna buy that property with a hard money lender, and there's lenders out there that will cover up to 90% of that loan and 100% of the construction budget. So how it's gonna work, you really should be writing these things down, all right? So how it's gonna work, when you're doing step 1, you're gonna find a property, you're gonna say, oh, this property is awesome, you're gonna make an offer, okay? Find a property, then you're gonna make an offer. When you and the seller agree on an offer, now it's time to get your money together, right? So you're gonna go to a hard money lender, and I've added mine here. His name is Joshua Blessing. He's awesome, and he's quick. Okay, like he's quick trying to get you the money fast. So you're gonna go to your hard money lender, and there's a couple of others. I'm gonna put a few in here. I'll put a few on there, and you just pick which lender you want to go to in your area. So whoever's closest to you, maybe go with that person. All right, but you can fill these people out. Try them one time. If you don't like them, then use the next one next time. All right, but I won't put people in there that I don't like. Okay, so you're gonna find that property. You're gonna make that offer. Seller agrees to the price that you want to pay for that property, and then now hard money lender is looking for the person that I put on top or underneath this video, that's where you're gonna go to get the money. They're not actually the lender, they're the middleman. Okay, so whatever names I put on here, those are gonna be your contacts. Those are the middlemen. They're gonna find the money for you. Let them do what they do because they're awesome at it. So Joshua is going to find a lender that knows is going to give you money with your credentials, because one lender may want to check your credit, another lender may not care about your credit, they may just look at the deal, right? Another lender may want to know how many deals you've done already, but Joshua, the middleman, he's going to know exactly who to send your that loan to for approval, because he knows your state. He knows what your business is bringing in monthly. He knows who's probably going to approve you or not. So he's not going to send it to people that he knows are going to deny you off the bat, right? So send it to him. He's going to work with you. He's going to find you a lender that will approve that loan. And what's going to happen is, typically hard money lender only puts in a percentage, right? But it's a large percentage. And if you got a good one, they're going to put up to 90% of that property. So if you find a property for $100,000, hard money lender is going to give you $90,000 for that property. And then that means you only have to come up with the other 10. Okay, but typical rule of thumb is you're going to have to come up with 20%. So remember that, 20. Remember that you typically will have to come up with 20%, but there are lenders out there that will fund 90%, and you may only have to come up with 10. But keep in mind that you're going to need 20. So let's just remember that for now. You're going to need 20%. Hard money lender is going to put in the other 80%. So hard money lender gives you, let's say, $80,000. You come in with $20,000 to get that house for $100,000. Now, a cool thing is hard money lender is also gonna fund you a construction budget. And how it works, a lot of people won't tell you this, is so you're gonna have a budget with that hard money lender, which is something you're gonna submit when you're requesting the money, right? You're gonna say like, hey, look, it's gonna cost me $50,000 to rehab this property, and the after repair value once we rehab it is gonna be $400,000, right? So how can you get these numbers? Well, there's forms you can use. I advise you partner up with maybe a contractor that can help you out with some of these quotes, because they know the pricing of things, like how much is it gonna cost to fix this wall, how much to fix this light, how much for this. Contractors will definitely help you out with that. So who are some other partners you might need? You might need a realtor. Realtors are finding deals out there for you. I have one in New Orleans. He's always sending me deals before they even hit the market, right? So you may need a realtor, and you may want to partner up with a contractor, but you also may want to partner up with someone that finds money, like Joshua. So those are the three like real key things that you're gonna need. And title company that you can just go with whatever title company your realtor recommends, or whatever, depending on whatever area you're buying that property in, right? So always ask a friend, like, hey, you know any title companies in this area, or ask a realtor, they may know. So the way the construction budget is gonna work is the lender is gonna give you a construction budget, and you're gonna be able to withdraw that budget in phases. All right, right now I hope you're writing this stuff down, because it's a lot of information, and I know. So the lender will give you that construction budget in phases. So let's say it's gonna cost you $60,000 to rehab a property. So what's gonna be your first phase, right? The first phase of rehabbing that property, maybe you're gonna have some demolition work that needs to be done. Maybe you're gonna need to have one of those large containers or dump trucks to be parked outside, right? That costs money, so you can throw all the trash in. Maybe you're gonna have to rewire some wires or something, whatever needs to be done, you're gonna put that all in phase one. So let's say phase one costs you $20,000. How it's gonna work is you're gonna have to pay that initial $20,000. And then once that work is completed, you're gonna tell the hard money lender, hey, I need phase one of my construction budget. Bam, hard money lender is gonna send you the $20,000 for phase one draw. And then you're gonna repeat that process. So, okay, now phase two has started and completed. Now I need that money for phase two. After you pay for it, you initially have to come out of pocket for each one, right? But then hard money lender is gonna reimburse you. So that's how that really works. And that's important to understand, because yeah, first steps, get the property, but then you need to know how you're gonna fund the property. So it's cool to know that you need to have at least some credit, right? Some business credit. You can use business credit cards to pay your general contractor. You can get a loan from a family member, a friend, or you can get just a straight up loan for your business. You know, a lot of people got these PPP loans, SBA loans. Like, there's all types of money out there, and people need to lend it so they can make money. Inflation is really killing the value of our dollar, right? So all these rich people, all these banks, they want to give you money. So don't be scared. Think of you as actually helping them. All right, they really need you. So you're helping them. So hey, I got this deal. I'm gonna make you some money. How about that? Like you give me $100,000, I'm gonna give you back $110,000. They love that. Our investors love that. So construction budget, your phase one, you pay $20,000, and then lender's gonna reimburse you, right? Phase two, you pay another $20,000, lender reimburse you. Phase three, final phase, you pay $20,000, lender reimburse you. All right. So now you paid $100,000 for that property total initially, right? $80,000 from lender, $20,000 from you, 80% from lender, 20% from you, and then construction budget, we said $60,000. So you spent $160,000 total on that property, getting it and then rehabbing it, right? But how much was the after repair value? We said $400,000. So now you have a property that's worth $400,000, and you only paid $160,000 for it, right? So what's the next steps? We talked about buy, we talked about rehab. Now let's talk about rent, okay? Because you have a property, it's ready to go. Now, a lot of people just flip homes, but do you want to just flip if you want to build wealth as well? Flipping is not building you wealth, that's building you riches, right? You're getting money, but what did I just say about money? The value of money is constantly dropping. So if you really want to keep those riches and build some wealth at the same time, you're going to keep that house. So you're going to rent it out. You're going to put some tenants in there. You are going to do short-term rentals, Airbnb. Don't just put it on Airbnb though. There's other sites like that. A lot of people lose money just by going through Airbnb as a host, but there's other sites out there, okay? So find those other sites and really, get that monthly cash flow. If you don't have the time, hire some sort of property manager that's going to, keep that property cash flowing for you. And if not, you want to be easy about it, just put some tenants in there, right? Put some tenants in there. It won't hurt. The mortgage, let's say your mortgage is $1,000 a month. It could be less, it could be a little more, but put some tenants in there for $2,000 a month. You're still making money, okay? Now the cool thing is, you've bought, you rehab, now you're renting it out, you're cash flowing it, right? So that's riches, but now you still own the property, so that's also wealth, right? That property can go down to generations if no one sells it. That's wealth. Doing this a few times, you're building some wealth and riches, okay? So you're on step 3, you rent it out. Now what's step 4? Refinance. So you've gotten this property in your business name, okay? So you got this in your business name, and then now it's time to refinance. So you're gonna go to that hard money, whoever helped you out, get that hard money. So Joshua in this instance, I'm gonna go back to Joshua now that the house is ready to be refinanced. I'm gonna say, hey Joshua, I'm ready to refinance this bad boy, cash out refi, okay? And he's gonna say, okay, perfect. So now what we're gonna do is you can still refinance within your business name, okay? You can still refinance in your business name. So they're gonna work on that underwriting process. They're gonna do all the paperwork. Appraiser came out, yeah, this house is definitely worth $400,000. So bam, what's the difference? $240,000 difference, right? You paid $160,000, property is worth $400,000. There's a gap in there of $240,000. Guess who's gonna get that money? Yo, keep guessing. Yeah, you, all right? You are gonna get that money. $240,000. You cashed out refinance and you got $240,000 in your pocket. Now, keep in mind there's some fees and stuff in there, so it may not be exactly $240,000, okay? Don't beat me with the bat. But you are gonna get a large sum of money back in your pocket. Now, when you do refinance, the thing about hard money lenders is typically their rates are higher than a normal loan. Okay, your rates definitely going to be higher than a traditional VA loan or conventional loan or something like of the sort. Okay, so when you refinance, you're going to have less interest on your new loan. Okay, so you may have a higher mortgage, right? Because you took so much equity and turned it into cash. You may have a little bit of a higher mortgage, but if that property is cash flowing, it's paying the mortgage for you. The cool thing about that is you can go do this process again, which brings me to the last step, repeat. If you go to get another loan and they say, hey man, you got this, you know, some people are scared because like, oh, I got a $400,000 house, they won't give me another loan. Yes, the heck they will. They're gonna look at that property, they're gonna say, okay, this property, the mortgage is $1,500 a month, but you're bringing in $3,000 a month. Heck yeah. No, come on, you're not in the negatives, you're in the positives. They are gonna give you another loan, especially when you keep building a track record of doing this over and over again. They're gonna love you, like, okay, this is a well-seasoned investor. Let's give him some money so he can make us some money too. All right, that is the BRRRR method, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I'm gonna put some people to contact above or below this video, so go ahead and follow these steps accordingly. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask those questions in the Facebook group or ask those questions in the Telegram chat. If you rewatch the video, all right, I said I put a lot of info out there. That's what I want you to do first, is definitely rewatch this video. If you gotta listen to it while you're driving, that works too, but really try to visualize this and understand it, okay? I'm gonna try to drop some pictures and some images below for you to see, but hey, that's the BRRRR strategy. This is how people get rich and wealthy at the same time. I hope you should love this, all right? So next step for you is gonna be to put this thing in action, all right? Don't be a professional learner. Get out there and go get at it, okay? A lot of people just learn things and they sit around. I need you to start promoting yourself. Tell the world, I'm a real estate investor, y'all. I'm looking for distressed properties. If you got properties, you know, let me know. Use the credibility that I work so hard to establish, right? Start tagging me in posts. Go on Instagram, like, oh, you know, investing with the tax deed wolf. Tag me. I share that stuff. When people see, they come to my page, they're like, oh shoot, the tax deed wolf. All right, he's got Wolfpack Capital. What? He's buying multi-unit apartment complexes. Like, okay, yeah, he's credible. He's doing it. All right. So use my credibility. Definitely promote yourself, because that's gonna send deals to you. All right. Establish those relationships too. Get with these realtors. Get with these other investors. Go to every networking event in your area, and don't have that scarcity mindset. Okay. Like, stop thinking about price. Like, oh, I paid $1,000 to be in this course. Like, please, no, you need to pay more. Shoot, go pay for some other courses. All right, last year we spent like $50,000 on mentorship alone. All right, $50,000 on mentorship. Some people are like, oh, that's stupid. But that mentorship, like, come on, I retired already in March, but the mentorship is what's gonna keep me retired. All right, we're making more money than when I left nursing. I can promise you that. All right, so get out there. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. You already invested into this course. That's an awesome step, but I'm gonna be honest with you. My course is one of the most affordable courses out there. All right, do it. Success loves speed. Don't be the last person to get out there and grind. Start putting these steps, write down these action plans, and start doing them, okay? Success loves speed. Don't be a professional learner, be a professional doer. Get out there and go grind. I'll see y'all at the top.